Hello, Bertha John here and welcome Let's Cyber. If you are new here, please subscribe. If you are new here, please follow. This platform is for people who just want to learn cyber for best practices and for those who want to get a job in cybersecurity. Let's Cyber. Today we are starting from the scratch. I want to talk to you about cybersecurity. What is cybersecurity? Basics, like basics. So when you hear cybersecurity, it's actually protecting of data, systems and networks from unauthorized access. An unauthorized person is actually a user, is someone who has not been permitted to view or modify or have access to that specific information. So you are protecting unauthorized users like cyber criminals, bad guys, from accessing confidential information. So if you're a cybersecurity person, you are like you see the policemen, they cannot protect us, make sure that thieves are arrested, make sure that people who are driving carelessly, there's law and order. So you are the internet policeman. Actually, that is what you do. You are making sure that you write policies, you come up with standards, you come up with recommendation, you do investigations, you hack into systems to make sure that if there was a real attack, will the attacker have had access to your organization system? So those are some of the things that you will be doing, and that is all cybersecurity is about. I believe you got something. Today I also want to talk to you about the key fundamentals, like if you want to cyber, if you want to learn cyber for best practices, there are some key things that you should know. We have something called the CIA Triad. Now, CIA Triad is the basic thing that you should know in cyber. What is CIA Triad? It's C stands for confidentiality, I stand for integrity, and A stand for availability. So what is confidentiality? Confidentiality, the major goal is to make sure that information is available to the authorized user. So an authorized user is actually someone who has been or mandated or who can have access to view that specific information. So in terms of confidentiality, that is what it is about. So let's say in an organization, if I can be an authorized user when I'm given an access to view a certain kind of information. So how do organizations ensure confidentiality within their organization? How do organizations ensure confidentiality? One thing is we call role-based access. So role-based access is let's say you're in an organization, we have the cleaner, we have the help desk person, we have the HR. Now in role-based access, the IT person or the IT team, when they are registering the new users, if I'm hired as an HR person, my role or my permissions to view certain things should be specifically based on my job description. I can view maybe social, I can view credit card, probably. A help desk person should not be able to see certain type of, so it means that restricting information to only authorized users. Now, what are some of the things that organizations make sure that information is always given to authorized users? Like I mentioned, one is role-based access and also encrypting the information, making sure that the information when it's being sent is encrypted so that only the right user can decrypt it. So organization can use certain tools to encrypt their messages. That way it cannot be intercepted by bad guys, because if this information, for instance, a patient's health result, now if a patient's health result is sent, like maybe the person has high blood pressure or the person is pregnant, and you just send the lab results through plain email, that means that there's a breach in confidentiality, because throughout when the email is being sent, it can be intercepted. If I say intercepted, it means that a bad guy can now view, because it's in transit, they can see it and they can modify whatsoever, so the confidentiality will be breached. Now organization must encrypt information. So that is a little bit about confidentiality. Now integrity, your integrity, but say, hey, my integrity is at stake, Integrity is also like the white people integrity is also making sure that information is not altered. So let's say I wrote, can I give you 50,000 tomorrow? And then maybe it's altered to be like, give me your account number. So the goal of integrity is to make sure that information is not altered by any bad person. So how do organizations ensure integrity? Through hashing and through what we call we have hashing and we have digital signature. So like and the so you get an email and the file can be signed. So maybe the issuer of the email or the issuer of the message has signed it. That means that whenever you are tracing it, you make sure, okay, this is the right person who sent the message. We have something we call non-repudiation. It means that making sure that, when you are tracing and there's an issue, you trace it to the person. There's no way the person will say that I didn't alter or I didn't send this same information. So organizations do what we call, the way you can ensure integrity is to do what? To hash it, and also through digital signatures. Now, the other way to ensure that information is availability is also that information is also available at all times to the authorized user, not an unauthorized. Remember, we are talking about authorized. Anything we are talking about is authorized. So making sure that, what are some other ways that organization can ensure information is available is through making having backups. So anytime you have backups, it's very important, because there's this attack we call ransomware, where attackers will get your information, encrypt it. Encryption means that they make it, let me say, they make it gibberish, so you can't even read it. It can be, you only need a decryption key to read it. Now they make it gibberish and they require ransom from you. Like, some people, you do bad things and you get they require a ransom from you. I believe this has been very brief. We spoke about information security. Now you are the cyber security. You are the policeman now. You understand CIA Triad. You understand how organization can ensure confidentiality, integrity, and availability. At least if you learned something, say thank you, say something to me. Let me know if you are doing well. If you want to cyber, please reach out to us. Our trainings are always ongoing. Security operations, governance, risk, and compliance. We got you. We can help. Thank you.